Shalom. Like to say all praises unto Yahweh Bashem Ashai. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessing to the brothers out there doing the works in truth and in sincerity. My name's Walk from GMS Toronto. Today is September the 11th, which is a highly demonic day. As we know, I believe it was over 17 years ago. Time flies, man. Over 17 years ago. That terrorist attack, or so-called terrorist attack, happened, over there in New York City and Washington, D.C. and some other states, which 9/11 was an inside job, if you didn't know by now, So today is a very high demonic day of sacrifice, and, this is not a time for us to be sleeping, man. We're supposed to be awake and mindful as to what's happening around us, So this is just a scripture, It's like for the inconvenience, I just got a new phone, so now I'm able to upload more videos, The water y'all washing my share. So you'll be seeing a lot more videos, Lord's will, in the future, So let me get back into it. Romans 13 and 11, and that knowing the time, that now is high time to awake all the sleep, for now is our salvation nearer than we believe. That's why all these things are happening around the world. Earthquakes, earthquakes in diverse places, different storms, tempests, UFO sightings, all hell break, chaos, famines, wars. That's why all these things are happening around the world, because that's prophecy, man. According to when you read Matthew 24, when the Lord told his disciples when the last days shall come and what you shall look out for, and all these things that I just mentioned is happening on a rampant level, man, and it's only gonna get worse, man. So right now our people is in darkness. 2/3 of our people, they don't know what's going on, man, and they're gonna be destroyed in that, man, because for the most part, they don't want to change who they are, and the Lord set them up to be like that. He blinded them, The night is far spent, the day is at hand. Let us therefore cast off the works of darkness. Let us put on the armor of light. What's the works of darkness? Going into other philosophies. So whether you call yourself Rastafarian, Buddhist, what else? Muslim, a Christian, where you're worshiping, Caesar Borgia, which is nothing but, pagan worship, the Lord's gonna destroy you guys, man. Whoever falls under, whoever is not worshiping the Lord according to His true word and doctrine, the Lord's gonna take them out, man. It says, let us put on the armor of light. What's the armor, man? Knowing the name of the Lord, knowing prophecy, uploading videos, going on the highways and byways, doing the work, Let us walk, because if you're not doing these things, the Lord's going to take that armor from you. Let us walk honestly as in the day, not in rioting and drunkenness, so going into other philosophies, and that's literal too, not going out all the time. If you go out once in a blue, maybe to a bar or a lounge, have a drink, there's nothing wrong with that, but you're not always supposed to be in that spirit, man. Not in chambering and wantonness, not in strife and envying, but put ye on Yahweh and make not provision for the flesh to fulfill lust. And right now we're in this flesh, man, and we're gonna have times where we fall. But the scripture says, righteous man falleth 7 times and getteth up, man. So if you're being reproved, and admonished by your camp, by the heads of your camp, by the elders, don't take it don't be offended, man. Just accept it, man. And the Most High is gonna deal with you, man. As long as you accept it and you remain humble, man. The Most High, because the scripture says the Most High, who the Most High loveth, he chasteneth. So when you're being admonished and reproved, you're supposed to be thankful, man, and mindful. That is the Lord having mercy upon you. So that's just a quick impromptu. This is just a warm up lesson. So because I didn't do a lesson for a couple of weeks because I wasn't able to. So now, just look forward to more lessons from me, man. So with that, I'd like to say, all praise unto Yahweh Bashem Ashai. Yahweh Bashem Ashai Rakah Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, our great millstone. Peace and blessings to the brothers out there, throughout the various camps throughout the world, who's preaching the words in truth and in the proper doctrine, in truth and sincerity, in full